So, Billy Preston and Samuel, how did that come about on Abbey Road and
Yeah.
collaboration?
The collaboration with Sam Moore singing on the album. Sam and I, with the choir, worked in Paris together. We did the Paris Jazz Festival one year, and we just got to talking. I told him that about the plans to record this live album at Abbey Road, and I said, "Well, it'd be lovely to get your vocal on it." And he responded with a very positive yes. So we kept in contact and made all the arrangements. It so happens that while he was here with us, he told us that Billy Preston will also be in town working with Eric Clapton. And I said, well, do you think there's any chance that Billy might come to the show? He said, yes, there's every chance. So I said, well, you think, I was trying to push the boundaries here, do you think that he would come and play if we had a Hammond organ on stage? He said, yeah, I talked to him about that. And he said,
He didn't come.
we spoke. He did come to our rehearsal while preparing for the album to show faith. He came to the rehearsal, and with Sam, and I mean, it's all in our DVD anyway, live at Abbey Road. We had a Hammond organ, a B3 on stage, just in case Billy Preston got away from rehearsing with Eric Clapton on the night, but he didn't make it. Apparently, they rehearsed until midnight. By that time, our recording was over.
Oh, right.
But we were ready for him. It would have been
close.
absolutely very close.
Did you get to hear him play at rehearsal, though? Did he play anything at rehearsal?
He just went on the piano and jammed for a little bit. Of course.
Those of you who don't know who Billy Preston is, please, we'll give you a free LCGC album if you can get to us. Give us a famous track.
Affair, not just that. Apart from Eric Clapton, who are the probably the two British bands that he played for?
So,
Wow.
famous track.
I don't
Who
even
is
know
he?
that.
And the two most famous artists he's worked with. From the
British
UK.
bands.
Right. Get to us, Leonn Carlton, on the MySpace or on the Facebook. Let us
MySpace
know, we'll get back to
/
you with the album. Yes.
Leonn Carlton.
So as well as Billy Preston and people like that,
Several.
you have worked with Mariah Carey, Luther Vandross before he died. You know, what was he like? Because I know he's
He's the most memorable of all the artists. Memorable for me because he was the perfect gentleman, human being, artist, and his voice was perfection in itself. Sounded live the same way you heard it on an album. It was just amazing. I think for me, because we worked with him for a week in Docklands rehearsing for the show at the Albert Hall, he didn't send his MD to teach the choir the parts. He came and taught it himself. And that was saying a lot about the man's whole attitude to other artists. Some of the people we've worked with are not that way inclined. They wouldn't even want you to stand in the same room with them.
Go on.
Before you go on stage.
Go on, name and shame them.
James Brown, another one.
James Brown we worked with.
Before he died as well.
Wow.
He was amazing as well, absolute Mr. Funk himself. Great artist, professional. But Luther was just quite amazing. And by the time we arrived at the Albert Hall to perform with him, he had the Philharmonic Orchestra, about 25 members of the London Community Gospel Choir, his own band, plus his BVs, who were amazing. Lisa Fisher, I think Mariah Carey flew in as well. So it's a fantastic show. It's his covers album.
Was that that was the concert where the Endless Love video, the duet with Mariah Carey and Luther Vandross? That was that concert, right?
Have you seen
Right.
it? YouTube.
If you haven't seen it,
Yeah.
YouTube it. You can see it.
Phenomenal. Great occasion, great time, and wonderful memories for me and all the members of the choir who performed. We also went on to do 2 or 3 TV shows with him after that. So we were working with him, and he made us feel as if we had been working together for years.
Yeah.
And that the choir really felt a part of his band when they were on stage with him. So that will always stay in our minds. We worked with a lot of people, but he stands out. He's very special.
All right, so let's move to LCGC doing their own stuff. You perform at Jazz Cafe every December, and you recorded an album there 2 or 3 years ago?
Nearly 3 years ago.
All
It's
right,
a long
so
time.
That was the edge of LCGC. Yeah. What's that about? That's a new project that you're working on at the moment?
The Edge is a concept, it's a project. I mean, every few years, it was, for those of you who have been around a while, back in the 80s, did a similar thing called colors of LCGC. They lost the LCGC part and called it New Colors. But that was something that I started with Lawrence and the other members at the time. And it was a similar idea to just take the music that we're producing from the mothership, LCGC, to push the boundaries out a bit. So here we are, a few years down the road, we decided it's time to do that again. So the Edge of LCGC is it's a concept project. It's from LCGC, but just pushing a small team of people who will always come from LCGC into another slightly sub pocket where they can produce a music that is more edgy, more contemporary, and going to places where the choir has not been and maybe won't get. We're taking gospel music where we need to be British gospel, where people can hear music that is being written by ourselves. We're writing music that is coming from us, from our experience here in the United Kingdom. We're proud of that.
That's what's up. You said that the Edge is a new project. Are you heading that up, or is it?
No. The leaders of that will be Stephanie and Io, recently married, and they are the main writers, artistic leaders of that. They will drive that. They currently other ways. What's the term? They occupy doing other things at the minute.
Okay.
Io is on tour with Duffy as a keyboard player, lucky one.
Music that's penned by themselves. They're a great team, great writing team, and Io is into doing a lot of remixes and stuff. So, and all of this will be coming from MVLS. Right. So we're setting up what my dream here is to have something that resembles what Motown was to America right here, coming from the heart of E17.
That's what's up.
Waltham Stowe, if you don't know, E17. E17. All right, so now we see you at Jazz Cafe every year from the 19th to the 24th. Make sure you get down there. Tickets are available from now, possibly.
Oh, yeah.
Sold out every time.
The Jazz Cafe, that's a funny thing, though, because it was about, how long have you been there now? About 7-8 years? Longer?
We've been doing Jazz Cafe about 12 years.
12 years. And it started with one day, right?
I thought it was 7 years, but yeah, it's been a 12 year. No, that's right. We started. They took one Easter. I can't remember which year it was. I'm terrible things like that. But it was one date in an Easter sometime 12 years ago.
That's where me and Carlton met. Oh, sorry, Carlton and I met Jazz Cafe when we were 16.
Wow, was it?
It's moved on from 12 years ago, one date, to having 5-6 days now.
Well, we've done up to about 7. What's the most we've done? About 7 nights there.
7 nights.
This was a long stint, yeah. Packed. Wow. Great.
So people are out there enjoying the music, loving the whole LCGC Edge, and the new. Would you call it a new sound?
It is because it's rockier. I mean, LCGC as the main choir, it has elements of rock anyway. Yeah. But the Edge will take the rock thing even further. We'll take the ballads. They'll stretch them even more. The middle of the road type vibe will come even more. It's just pushing everything out a little further than where they are with the main choir. Because we're a smaller group, a tighter group, then you should have a tighter sound. So that's the aim. Make it. I think visually as well, it'll have a different look about it.
Yeah, it's definitely got that from when I remember it back in the day.
Yeah,
it's definitely a great sound. But we've been talking about LCGC, the whole singing thing, and we've mentioned how your influences in terms of your vocal ability and stuff. We want to hear that now.
Oh my goodness! Are you sure? I didn't expect to be singing. Now, are you sure about this?
Is that a problem?
This is an intimate show. Where you can't get to sit down and talk. You want to hear him sing? You know what I'm saying? You know what time it is. Seriously.
If you're gonna vibe with me, we'll just get a thing on.
Yeah, I've got a tambourine right there. I'll go get it. You got a triangle?
No.
You ain't got a triangle. You play drums, man. You can play a drum.
There's no drums.
It's a bongo. I'll go find a bongo in the studio, bruv. Yeah.
Right. Just let me say that here in E17 at Brookdale House, we also run an agency, a session agency, a musicians agency. So if you're out there, you have quality skills and talent, quality personality, you know how to behave in a respectful manner, and you know how to conduct yourself when you go on gigs, and you're a person of faith, get in touch with us at lcgc.org.uk.